Lads, it's 5:27 in the morning, and today we are doing something that I did not think we were ever going to see. I repeat, it is 5:27 in the morning, and we are talking about a Mystics game. And in my opinion, the Mystics were pretty damn good. The Mystics were pretty damn good today, and this is a team that I'm like, man, this is what the Fever should have been. This is what the Fever should have been. It should have been just grow a bunch of young players around each other, try to be champions in 2 to 3 years. Maybe having one player that's going to like really kind of push them on, and maybe bringing in some vets. Like they do have vets. They kept Sid Colson for a reason, or not Sid Colson, Steph Dolson for a reason. But like today, no Brittany Sykes, no Emily Engstler. They got rid of Georgia Amore, obviously. Jade Melbourne takes an elbow to the face, which I'm going to make a video, which will be out before this, which will be out after this. Takes an elbow to the face like a minute into the game, and she's out. So what do they have to do? They have to go so far down their bench that Lucy Olsen plays 37 minutes. And Lucy Olsen, 3 of 7 from 3, 14 points on 12 shots. Lucy Olsen just had a game. And not only that, she hit arguably the biggest shot of the game. This shot right here. Like, by the way, if you guys don't know what had happened, up to this point, the Mystics, they were up 22 points, and the Aces have brought it back to 7. They were on a huge run. And the ball ends up going, they switch off, they leave Lucy Olsen open for 3, bang. She hits the biggest shot of the game. Like, for the Aces, obviously, look, A'ja Wilson had her 22. She had her normal 22. She had 4 blocks. She got credited with a block when she just hacked. She just hacked Kiki Iriafen. But, like, Lucy Olsen out here with the dagger. With the dagger in the game. Kia Stokes is a terrible basketball player. Chelsea Gray is, I mean, for the first time this season, it seemed like she actually had a couple of assists. Even though, again, Jackie Young still plays the majority of games at point guard. Chelsea Gray is a bucket, though, in her defense. An absolute bucket. Was missing shots down the stretch. But it was funny. Dana Evans was like their spark plug. So in the third quarter, I only watched the second half of this game. Just saying. I think the Mystics went and pulled it out to 18. It was a 9-point game at halftime. And then the Aces just subbed on their bench. They subbed on a lineup of Aaliyah Nye, Dana Evans, Tiffany Mitchell, Joyner Holmes, and Liz Kitley. 3 of which had not played up to that point. And they only went -2. Then they put on their starters 5 again, and they went hard. But like Shug Sutton, like I know I've said like negative things about Shug Sutton as a player because I didn't really rate her highly. She looked so good today. They met Shug Sutton. I'm not joking. They could not live with the Shug Sutton pick and roll. They couldn't live with the way she was just dissecting their defense. As well as that, like Shakira Alston is now looking like the Shakira Alston that was on Team USA after being a rookie. Kiki Iriafen is coming down to earth. Kiki is coming back down to earth. She's still killing it. Like 11, 19. She was 3 of 13 today. 9, 8, 6. She's come back down to earth. Still a hell of a rookie. Still an absolute hell of a rookie. But like the real rookie gem for this team is Sonia Citron. Sonia Citron, I mean this when I say this. Sonia Citron is like she's an all-star. I don't think there's a question. If you're asking me who is better, Sonia Citron or Brittany Sykes, the answer is Sonia Citron. So this team does not get worse when Citron doesn't play. She plays near 40 a game. Sonia Citron, 21 points. 2 assists, only 1 turnover. 3 of 4 from 3. Was huge in the third quarter. She did have 19 going into the fourth, but she got a kind of backdoor cut layup. And I mean this, like if there's a redraft, I'm going to do a redraft at some stage. I think it's a really interesting question. An interesting question when it comes to the redraft of who goes number 1. Because right now, Paige is clearly the best. However, Sonia is 2 years younger than Paige Bueckers. And for people that say, I don't understand why people that pretend that age doesn't mean anything. She's 2 years younger. Not only is she 2 years younger, Malonga is 2 years younger than Citron. And Malonga just, there's flashes for Malonga. So it's like, do you go for the highest potential? Do you go for the best now? Or do you go for the player that's in between? The player that is an all-star, but 2 years younger than the best, than the top player. Like, do you go for that? Like, that is a really, really interesting question. And I'm just annoyed that I'm not wearing my Mystics jersey right now. But yeah, it is genuinely a great thing to see the Washington Mystics. They're building the right way. They're building the right way. They're doing the right things. And like Lucy Olsen stepping up. Like, this is a crazy game. And by the way, why did they change all the pictures for the Mystics players? Like, I don't understand why they retook all their pictures. Like, Kiki Iriafen, her picture wasn't looking like this. Sonia Citron's wasn't. And like Lucy Olsen didn't look like this in her original picture either. But like she just took over. She took over in the game. She was a major, like, Lucy Olsen was so good in the clutch. And look, she take some dumb shots? Sure. Was she pulling up for some crazy things? Sure. But like, she was hitting timely mid-range shots. She was getting to her spots. And this is where you're just like, she is somebody now who feels comfortable to play. Whereas for the Indiana Fever, Stephanie White is scared to play the rookie that we took over Lucy Olsen. We took over, like, of rookies that are in the second round that made rosters. How many of them don't play? How many of them don't play? Like, if you look at the second round, Aaliyah Nye plays, obviously, over right now. And then there's like Tahina Pau, Maddie Westbeld. Again, there are the bad coaches in the WNBA, Stephanie White's included in that have just not found a way to develop their players to get their young talent involved. It is the bad coaches. Stephanie White, I would consider in the bad coaches right now. I would strongly consider her. As the, like, as one of the weaker coaches. But at the end of the day, it's just such a tough thing when you are watching this Mystics team play, and I'm like, man, the Mystics are good. The Mystics are good. Like, it's funny because anytime you praise another team, you know, all that, it's like, oh, you're a fair weather fan. It's like, no, I'm a fan of Caitlin Clark. I am a fan of Caitlin Clark. I'm not a fan of this current Indiana Fever team. Like, I'll still support them purely from supporting Caitlin Clark. I like some of these players, but like, they play puke ball. They play puke ball. They are the Connecticut Sun from last year without the toughness. And then you look at this young, vibrant team who run up and down, play hard. They play defense. They work. They fight for each other. And like, I'll talk about it in the video tomorrow about Sophie Cunningham. But Sophie Cunningham essentially, as good as said, the Fever locker room isn't together. Basically said, oh, we're all on our own islands. Everyone's on their own islands. Like, it's a ridiculous thing. But shout out to the Mystics. Shout out to Lucy Olsen. Shout out to Sonia Citron. What a freaking win for that team against the Aces without Brittany Sykes and without Jay Melbourne.